Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to Monday morning's live stroll with the crazy one, and obviously myself. If you just want to enjoy the stroll, put me on mute. Welcome. I will tell you straight away, guys, it is wet, it is windy, and what's the time? 5:05. I don't know what it is recently, but whether it's just because my body's needing its sleep. I don't know if we've got a car coming, so just give me a second and we'll just carry on. Bear with. But whereas before I was waking up at sort of 4:30, you know, to just get up. Now I'm actually waking up almost about sort of 10 to 5 at night. So now I'm out. I'm getting any jobs done. So I've got a lot to look forward to when I get home. We're not going to be out for ages. You know, some of you may be aware, if you've been with me. Today Paris, and it is still nowhere near 100%. I would say 75-80% now, to be honest with you. It's a lot better than it was. I've got some stuff that I'm using, well, I've probably got concoction stuff to be fair that I'm using, but there's one particular product, cream, whatever you want to say, gel, more to the point, that just about keeps it sane, but it's a preventative, not a cure. Obviously, I've just got to trust the process and hopefully allow it to heal. But I think it is sort of getting better. The problem is, you know, being able to rest it fully is not doing anything, and you just can't do that in life. You know, so we are just doing a short stroll. Come on, Azra, lead on. We are just doing a short stroll, and then get home, do a couple of jobs, and then, as I say, chill out until go to work. I've sort of got myself into a bit of a routine at work where I can sort of not keep jumping up and down. Come on, Azra. You know, I can just stay sort of a lot more seated. You know, I do sometimes find it tough not going out and being with the guys, but certainly resting the leg is the best thing I can do at the minute. So anyway, we are making our way down towards the high road. As I said, it is windy, it is wet. Towels are at the ready at home when we get home because she will need drying off. She will not be going up to see the lovely Julia. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. It does really mean a lot. We've been doing really well with subscribers, even though I've not been able to do as much of this, sort of the live chat, as possible. We've still been releasing the shorts, but I'll be doing some more work on those this week. I think I'll do a live today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Friday. At the weekend, we'll see. James has a rest weekend, so there's no football. So no idea what I'm doing next weekend now. On Friday, got my work's Christmas do, but we still may go to the football on Saturday to watch, as it's quite an important game. A little bit frustrating, James is resting this particular game, but it's just the way it falls. He was scheduled to be resting in the league match, so it's not as if anything's changed. It's just unfortunately, because it's now a cup game, I think, me personally, I would have changed things around slightly and had my best team playing. And he knows that. But James and another player who's probably two of the sort of stronger players are both being rested. So that's the way the cookie crumbles. One of those things. Anyway, come on, Azra, good girl. I don't want to be out any younger than I have to be this morning because this is horrible this weather this morning. I haven't asked all my normal questions this morning, guys, either. Where are people watching from? What time is it where you are? I usually ask more, but we're well into the Stroll now, so there's no point. So we've just got to be careful because we've got a car just coming the other way now. Again, those of you that have been with me before, you'll know what she's like with cars. Not too bad with that one, maybe because it was on the other side. She always feels a little bit more brave when she's got me in between. When they're closer to her, that's when the problem is. Come on, Azra, lead on. Right, so we are heading now towards the science park. And we'll probably walk around the outside, I think, rather than through the middle. Legs feeling good to go with that this morning, so. So what I did, I put the old gel on, and then I gave it 5-10 minutes before I've come out, just so it can sort of work in, and it makes a big difference with the leg. I tell you, I can't remember what it's called. I got it in Tesco's on Saturday, I think. You know, and I've got cold, I've got heat, I've got the ibuprofen gel, I've got everything. I never saw this stuff. It's in a purple box. It's another type of gel. And as soon as I put it on, you can feel it working, you can feel it easing. And I'll have to let you know what it is in due course if people are interested. But by God does it help, I tell you. It still hurts the leg, don't get me wrong. But it's far more manageable. And that's all I can ask for at the minute, manageable. That's the best it's going to be. Until it heals itself, or if it doesn't heal itself, I reckon in the next 3 weeks I'm going to have little choice other than to go to the walk-in and just sort of say, look, this is the situation. Is there something else wrong? I mean, I've just put it down to the fact I know exactly when it started, having the fall or the big slip, whichever you want to say, in the Euro Disney or Little Europe, when we were trying to get to a train that was put on for us because the other one was cancelled. Right, Azra's just going to the loo, so we are out this morning on Azra's normal morning walk. We're just doing a small walk around the village this morning, but at the minute we're just waiting for Azra to do her business, so just bear with me, guys. We've got to clear that up just 1 second. Azra, wait. Azra. Right, here we go. Come on, Azra, let's go. Come on, Azra, let's go. Right, sorry about that, guys. We are back. Thank you for the likes. I do appreciate it. Do make sure you like and subscribe as well. It does really mean a lot to the channel. And I haven't said it already. You're doing another wee now. Come on. It is the 1st of December today, guys. So officially, we are on the countdown to Christmas now. And officially the first day of Advent. I don't know if you've got your Advent calendars out there ready. We certainly do. It doesn't take much for us to want a bit of chocolate. I think I've got dairy milk. Julia's got Lindt. And James has got, oh no. So we've all got different ones. So we can't nick each other's. But yeah, officially the first day of Advent today. Christmas tree went up yesterday as well. I did think about doing a little video of that, but I don't think people are that interested, are they really? It's not like it's an important Christmas tree in the grand scale of the world. It's just our little tree. So, but it is now all up. We can't put the decorations up outside yet because currently we've got a water main issue in the front garden, so they're going to come back hopefully today, tomorrow to finish that all off, and then we can sort of do the decorations outside next weekend, which probably does help us that we've got a bit more flexibility next Saturday. Yeah, she knows where we're going. She always looks because she never can quite knows, because we can go one of three ways here. But we're going this way. And she'll be really sulky when we get home, because she likes to go. Her routine is to go up and see Julie when we get home. But there won't be any of that this morning. So it is pouring with rain, and it has been since we left. But I was getting ready as it started, and I thought, I'm not going to not go out. She gets herself excited to be going out. And to be fair, we didn't go out yesterday, and she was in a miserable mood most of the day because of it. And it's funny, guys, you know your pet, but she was sulky yesterday. She really was, because we didn't go out, and she's like this every time we don't go out. I don't know if I see it during the week, because of course we're at work, but at the weekend, if you're at home, you see it with your own eyes. She's a very lucky girl, because we do go out every day, and we do go out for some decent walks, or have been, obviously up until this business with the leg, but that won't be forever. And then we'll start getting this good exercise for both of us, the strolls, which is why we do it. So it's absolutely pouring with rain on Saturday for James's football match. He was playing there first at the minute, and they played the fourth place team, who we've already beaten twice this season, once in the cup, once in the league, and there's quite a lot of animosity due to some complaints made at the end of the league match. I won't bore you with all the details, but all a little bit unnecessary. Anyway, you could just tell on Saturday this team had been revved up. It's almost like they'd all been given a can of Red Bull before the game. They were really on it, and you could see it. And our players just weren't ready for that intensity. In that, the weather was shocking as well, by the way. No excuse, same for both teams. We were 2-0 down at half time, which did two things. It led to a little bit of character building for our players, but also, and I'm going to say it quite publicly, I've said it already on the team WhatsApp, but I said to Ben, who's sort of taken over from me as sort of the full-time manager, I said, now's the time for one of those team talks that you have to give probably once or twice a season, and you have to be honest with them and be upfront when they've been poor, but be constructive as well. And to be fair, it was a very emotive team talk, and hit all the right notes, You know, said to them they've not been playing well, but they were the best team in the league. They've showed that over the last 8 games, including 9 games, including cup games. I think he actually did 8. Anyway, don't matter. And they came out in the second half very, very different, and we pulled it back to 2-2. Then annoyingly, as soon as it went 2-2, they ran straight up the other end and made it 3-2. And you're like, oh, you've just done all that work to have your bubble burst. But no, they went again to put it back to 3-3. Sorry about that, guys. And the game ended 3-3, and they still remain unbeaten. And that's the important thing. It's the character they showed in this particular game that was better than the result, because you're going to have off games. That's going to happen. But it's how you come through those games and not lose. That was important to us, I think, in that game. They were all, I don't speak for James, because obviously he's the only one we go home in the car with, but they knew they had a game. It was a physical battle. I mean, James is not the biggest boy on the team, but he plays in a very difficult position at centre-back, and it's because he really does put himself about, and he's playing against players that are a lot bigger than him most weeks. And yes, he does sometimes have bruises on his body where he's been in battles, but it's the trust he's got from his teammates that he always makes sure he will win that ball. And I say 99.9% of the time he does. So fair dues to him. He's doing very, very well for himself in a tough position, being one of the smaller players on the team. So we're now on our way out of the science park. Hopefully Azra will take over in a minute and we can get a little bit of light again. Here she comes. Thank you again for the like. Do make sure we're liking and subscribing. It does mean a lot to the channel. I'll talk to you very briefly about the sport, and then obviously we'll be on our way home anyway, but we've got loads of time still, so we'll start with Liverpool. So for the first time in, is it 7 games, 8 games, we've smelt victory. And again, it wasn't the greatest performance, but some important things happened. Isaac scored, and it was a good one-touch finish. But not only that, he scored his first goal in the league, which hopefully now will be the catalyst for many more. Obviously the victory was important. Come on, Azra. Obviously the victory was important. Hi to everyone saying hi. Do make sure you do like and subscribe. As I've said, it does really mean a lot to the channel. Doing really, really well. But we just need you guys to keep helping to keep the channel growing. More people see it. But yeah, it was a victory. Isaac scored his first goal, or in the league. Yes, scored. I think it was in the Carling Cup, wasn't it? Or whatever the hell the competition's called, the Calabera Cup. So yeah, a very well needed 3 points in victory. Yeah, I don't think it sort of masks over certain problems that they've got to deal with, but it's a start. It's a foot on the ladder. We've got Sunderland and Leeds this week, 2 newly promoted teams. So Sunderland going very, very well. Leeds gave Man City a good game at the weekend, so no easy games, but let's see how we get on. And where do we start with the disastrous Formula 1? McLaren, I think, I'm going to be devil's advocate here. McLaren did a good job of putting pressure on their drivers, I think, unnecessarily. However, if they'd have double stacked them at the safety car, I think you'd have had a problem with stacking in the pit lane, not just stacking with the two cars, but other cars coming down the pit lane, and that could have led to even more of a delay. And then you get stuck in these DRS trains. So at least by doing what they did, they gave me every opportunity to get a little bit of clean air. Obviously Lando, unfortunately, did get stuck behind Antonelli and Sainz, overtaking Antonelli on the last lap, error by Antonelli. But it does put Lando in the position that all he needs is the podium, and he will be world champion. Now in that car, around that track, which is a McLaren normally strong track, I think he can do it. It's going to be very stressful last race this season, because I am a Lando and McLaren fan, and I think they've done a very good job of making this far more difficult than it needed to. The Las Vegas business hasn't helped, can't do anything about that now, it's done. But yeah, I think in the winter they need to talk about how they move forward with their driver equality, shall we say. Yes, I think over the season it's been pretty fair, but I think when you get into a World Championship fight with 3 races to go, you just need to say, right, we've won the World Championship for the team, the drivers can just go out. Not me running a multi-billion man company, is it? So there we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to call it a day. Have a great Monday. Might be on tomorrow, might just do the shorts tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday, definitely. Have a good Monday. Cheers, guys.